My name is Gage Walker. I'm a junior at Douglas High School.
My name is Rosetta Jones. I go to Douglas High School and I'm a junior.
My name is Stephen Burns. I'm Upper Bound Coordinator from Umpqua Community College, and I work at Douglas High School, South Umpqua High School, and Roseburg High School.
My name is Amy Cooper. I am a senior here at Douglas High School and I'm 18 years old.
Hello, my name is Andrew Clemens and I go to Douglas High School. I'm a sophomore.
When you think of child abuse, what do you picture?
I picture a broken home and the child being really quiet and the parents showing no affection or attention to that child.
Well, I personally picture more of the yelling and verbal abuse than the actual physical abuse, which I'm sure most people believe in. Mostly because I haven't physically ever been hurt, but I have been very quite often yelled at and threatened, especially when I mess up. But I'm pretty sure that's how everyone's parents are. So I wouldn't exactly call it child abuse.
I think of a little kid that comes to school and they have bruises or they're underfed. And sometimes they get noticed, but sometimes they don't.
Well, I think most people, when they think of child abuse, they're thinking of the physical part of it, the beating, and then some neglect and things like that. I think of that too, but I also think of the long-term mental abuse that happens. Some verbal abuse tends to, it's a different kind of unseen sort of abuse that I think would have some lasting, even longer lasting effects than if they were just beaten physically.
Do you think child abuse is a big issue in Douglas County?
To be honest, I don't think about it that much, but if I were, then, maybe, since when I look at Douglas, when I drive through, I see a lot of families that are barely making it, or on the outside of their home it looks like they're really struggling. And stress could cause a lot of tension in the house, and then they end up fighting or even abusing a child. So I would say that, yes, there's a fair amount.
I don't in particular. I know of a few that are pretty bad, but other than that, I don't know of much abuse in Douglas.
In all of Douglas County, probably, yeah. Personally, in our little section of it, I wouldn't say so. It seems that a lot of the kids around here are happy, and the problems that we have stem from ourselves, not from our families or our home situations.
It might be. I haven't personally seen any myself, or at least I haven't noticed any. But it could be a big issue. I don't know if there is a lot of child abuse.
Most certainly. I think it's a byproduct of our economic social status around here. That's just a culture of poverty. It's everywhere in everything. I think it affects our county immensely.
Did you know that there were 151 found cases of child abuse in Douglas County in 2012? What do you think of that?
No, I didn't know there was that much. What I think about it is that it's sad. It's really sad that there's that much.
I didn't know that, but that's pretty harsh considering all the other cases that haven't been reported. And I think a lot of them probably ended up bad, but they got help that they needed with the people that were reported. And I think that's good that the people reported it to the police or whoever, a family member or, and even a neighbor. I think that's good. It helps people, reach out there for, guidance and everything.
I did not know that. That seems kind of absurd. When I think about it, Douglas County, very large, largest county in Oregon, but And so I want to say that that seems like a small number for how big it is, but truthfully, that's a lot higher number than it should be.
It's obviously a very big number for 1 year, but it makes you think that how many of the cases were unfound. There could be 500 cases of child abuse. We just didn't find them all. And it makes me think we should try harder and watch out for those kids that are being hurt.
Well, I didn't know. I knew it was high, but I didn't know the exact number. But I work in 3 area high schools, and I see the effects of abuse and neglect all the time, and it just breaks my heart. So, if I can be in a position to help in any way, I'd like to do so.
What can we do as a community to help prevent child abuse?
We can have children learn to speak up, and that they're in a safe place when they do that, and really stress to the community of having an eye watching out for all the children. And if they suspect something's wrong, to maybe go tell someone themselves, someone who has the authority to fix it.
I think people need to go around doors and hand out papers to to parents and children for help, and also to go around to other places and even stores and hand out little slips just to get the word out there that there's help for them. And overall, they should talk to people. And if they talk, and especially to the police, they can get it out. And eventually the word, they'll get help, I believe.
Well, I guess step up how we look for signs of it. Most teachers obviously are supposed to report if they think that that sort of stuff's happening to their students, but usually students lie, or children will lie when that kind of stuff is brought up. So I guess figure out a way to tell if they're lying. I don't know. I can't really think of anything besides taking it door to door and storming people's houses and looking for child abuse, which obviously isn't going to happen.
As a community, I think everybody can look and notice, both adults and young adults or teenagers. They can look around them and see other teenagers or younger children that are being hurt or they're underfed. And they can notice this and they can take charge and they can tell someone, a cop or another adult that can help to get this all straightened out, to get that child taken care of so it doesn't happen anymore and they can be placed in a safe and loving environment.
I think education is a large part of that. That would be, I think, difficult to do because, with this, how deep and pervasive the poverty is in our county. That culture of poverty is still, you can't quite educate that many people. Education, I think, would be your biggest bet.